Oh, I know this.
Hey, welcome to a video about why women can't be popes.
Old school Renee.
Of course, there are two
Renee always
reasons
looks
why
good
this
in
can't
camera.
happen ever.
And in person.
Ever. Okay?
Ever.
And those two reasons, of course,
This is super old.
have to do with clothes. The most important thing to a girl. Duh.
Well, she has sass.
Second to diamonds. Those are our best friends.
Oh
but
my
anyway,
goodness gracious.
one, the whole outfit of the Pope is totally 2,000 years ago.
I can't think
And
of
two,
seriously.
you know that little white hat? Yeah, that little white hat. Girl, it makes you look bald.
I love that one.
What on earth? Oh, Renee. Silly, silly Renee.
Oh, that was cute.
I like how Renee always takes a funny approach to things and not always serious because it's good to laugh at ourselves.
I was kind of shocked when she was wearing the little white hat. Didn't see that coming.
That's good cinematography right there, having the hat hidden on the top of her head until pans up and reveals it.
When was that filmed?
I think I remember when that first came out. Gosh. It brings back memories from back when I just started out vlogging, because that's roughly the time when she uploaded this, I think.
Let's try some of that fancy editing.
Ooh, fancy editing.
Bring my face up forward really fast like that. I think that would be funny. Yeah, that was cool. And then like brought to you by New Catholic Generation or something, and then go into the video. So what do you do if you're this big, well-read Catholic who's read all this G.K. Chesterton?
Love
all this
G.K.
stuff,
Chesterton.
goes to daily
Yeah.
mass, prays the rosary constantly, goes to adoration, benediction, all that good stuff, and still sins gravely, mortally.
I think that's the
big,
human
big
condition.
ways sometimes. What do you do?
That music though.
You have this tremendous
Renee
guilt
doing
because
hand
you
motions
know
before I
that
ever
same
came
sin
along.
committed by somebody else on the street who grew up in the rough parts of town. You're still way worse because of how much you know and how responsible you
I
are
love the
for
floating
that knowledge of
emojis.
the faith. So you're on the worst end of things. Not to say that ignorance is bliss for that person from the
That's
rough
true.
parts of town though, because if they had the opportunity to find out the Catholic faith and they did not, I'm sorry, I'm worried for them. So ignorance is a very scary place to be.
Thank
And
you.
At least in the knowledge of the
Renee
faith,
laying
someone
down
who's in
the
knowledge of
law.
faith can have confidence when they go to confession that they
I love how passionate she is.
okay.
Can I just point out Renee's acting right now? It is absolutely just amazing. Just because of how into it she is.
This is really well delivered. It's all one take so far. No fancy editing
It's the
needed.
feast of St. Peter and Paul, and I'm like, St. Peter, you didn't pray to St. Peter because he was with Christ in the Transfiguration, the agony in the garden, the raising of the little child, the little daughter of that one guy, the complicated
St.
name.
Peter is only one of
And
the many, but I mean, he
yet,
denied Christ 3
He
times.
denied
And
Jesus 3 times.
Oh,
when he
she
was
just
about
said-
to die.
So St. Peter can be like the
Worst moment
saint
you could
for
imagine.
perpetual sins
Jesus
for
was
the sins like we
willing
keep
to die
committing.
for you.
She's got the bookcase in the back, like Father Barron.
You knew these things.
I think we're all in the
sin
same boat.
anyway. Well, St. Peter knew God.
St. Peter gets
sinned
it.
anyway.
He's the man.
So there's your hope, because he now holds the keys.
Floating keys!
And has the Vatican named after him. So have hope, everybody. Trust in the mercy of God. Go to confession. Go to the Eucharist. Pray to it in adoration. And pray to God.
Divine Mercy Chapel?
Pray the Rosary. What else can I say? That's,
Me
pray
every
for
single
getting
time behind
on
the
right
scenes.
track.
What else can I say?
La-da-da-da-da. Pray for me too.
I shall pray for you,
Have a nice
Renee.
day.
I shall pray for you.
God bless.
Not to worry.
Some channels
Oh.
may say like and
Oh,
subscribe.
I forgot
at the
about
end.
this.
I say, for Pete's sake, quit saying. I'm a #1 fan of laughter
Oh,
and
the
a
laugh
king.
track. Maybe we should get that for our panels.
Bravo, Renee, as usual.
That was really cute.
I think that is a fantastic example of Renee's announcer voice. I think it's one of her best talents.
I loved her use of emojis. Very clever.
Floating smiley faces, floating churches, floating books, floating keys and them disappearing. It's scary. Scarier than my horror movies.
I especially like that end part because it was punny and I like live for puns.
She does such a good job in these videos, especially in this one, I thought, of making it really funny. I was laughing out loud. I loved it. But also she gave me some genuine food for thought, and already from watching this, I'm like, ooh, that was good. Like, that was good to think about.
I like how it has like the good message of like still having hope even if you've sinned or done something wrong. Now she's like, oh, you know, you can. St. Peter did some pretty bad things, and he's like was the first pope.
He sins so many times, but we can relate so much to him because we sin all the time and we know what's right.
It's definitely something that I've had thoughts on in a way too. So it was great to see those actually fleshed out in a video, which is why I always love watching other vloggers as well.
She would look really good as Stampida. Like I was just listening to her and like how much she loved God, and I was just like, wow, like if she was on the little saint card, like I could see that happening for the new Catholic generation. Pray to Saint Renee for media.
This is Renee from NewCatholicGeneration.com, where we bring you every Catholic teen YouTube channel worldwide. And today we're talking about types of Catholics.
This is gonna be interesting.
Oh, I remember this one.
I feel like I'm in Sunday school again.
The apologetic techie, someone who's always online debating, or when they're in
I was like, is this
person,
Joe?
trying to
Apologetic
hold back
techie.
their
My
knowledge on
mother's
the
definitely
subject
one
which
of
they
them.
see
I know that
sometimes.
type. They just
Ignorance
can't be
about
quiet.
misunderstanding or
Everything
their complete
deserves a
character.
comment.
The next one would be the Biblio. Next one is the Bible librarian. This person knows every
not
verse
me.
there is, and they are reading scripture.
See, I know a
all
lot
the
of verses,
time,
I
and
just
always
don't know the
texting me when
chapter
some new
and
scripture
verse.
they found.
That's
even
why
ones
we
that
have
you,
Google.
probably have heard of. Number 3 is the converty pants.
That's me!
Okay, yes, we love converts. Converts are the bomb.
Yay.
There are a lot of them on the internet, and I don't want
converts.
to offend you guys by calling you converty pants.
I like
The
my converty
pants.
pants.
Once they have converted, they let everyone know that they are indeed a convert, and they stop holding back those questions they had, those other ones that weren't
Which is
answered
so
before they
great.
were baptized, and they have no shame in
Memes.
asking those questions all
Ask
the
all the
time whenever
questions.
they all of a sudden think about them. But
would
they
like
are
to answer
literally
those
the sweetest
questions.
and the best, so open to hearing.
Renee's
your
so good at
answers,
not
but
offending
it's
people.
a delight. Theo nerd, maybe
This
they're a
one's
theology
Joseph
major,
Palmer.
and they've read
He's
all
definitely a
that
Theo
Thomas
nerd.
Aquinas, G.K.
I wish I was a theology
Chesterton,
major.
go to mass every day. They are
Lots of
your
these at Franciscan.
Theo nerd,
true.
and they are going to graduate with that bachelor's. Though their probably only job would either be to be a priest or to teach at a cool liberal arts high school like the
That's our high
Lyceum
school.
in South Ohio.
Renee, shameless plugs.
The next one I call Tobsessive, which is T-O-B, obsessive. It's theology of the body.
That's me, except that I
Love
haven't
their
read it
theology
yet.
of the body. Love theology. They will express
I do have it,
a
though. I have
lot
the
of
beginner's
thoughts on
guide to
dating,
theology of
marriage,
body.
conjugal union,
Marriage.
right and wrong, and what we used
Yep.
to do with
Yep.
courtship and stuff like
Yep.
that. But then
They've
they were
read
also
every
talking
single one
about
of Jason
loving your
Everett's
body and
books.
being confident. Next we have the Tolkienites.
Yes, Tolkienites!
and they love
You're not-
J.R.
I think most
Tolkien like
homeschoolers
you
are
would.
Tolkienites.
Tolkienites? I've read J.R. Tolkien multiple times.
And get super
and they can
upset
speak many
when
words of
somebody
Elfish,
messes up
and
the
maybe
Hobbit
even
movies.
fluent Elfish, and they even wish there was a mass in Elfish.
That'd be so cool.
Then there are the heartbroken
so wrong.
Benedict XVI fans.
I love that. I love my
They will
German
post a quote or
Shepherd.
a photo
so
at least
cute.
once a month of the Emeritus Pope
Me,
to make sure people
so
never
me.
forget him. Next you have the
You'll hear it enough when
Eastern
you're
Rite,
there. That's
who
true.
sing their own
She would include
songs,
this.
and I hate to
She would.
kneel or sit
I wonder
at
how many
dead
times she had to
eulogy.
shoot
And
this
if
scene of her
you
singing.
haven't heard, Lord have
This is good
mercy
singing.
enough,
She's staying on
or
pitch perfectly.
haven't said it much,
Renee's
then if you
singing.
go to one liturgy,
Seriously,
say it
after the music from the last video, she needs to make her own CD.
The pro-life patriot. This is a kid at your parish who is
My
involved
sister
with
is
every
definitely a
pro-life
pro-life
thing that they
patriot.
possibly could
Love the
be.
music
Not
she
that all you
included with
Catholics don't
this.
participate
It
in
was-
pro-life. Then there's the musical Catholic who loves
that's
their
me.
psalms, and they've got
That's
their
all the friends I hang out
piano, and
with.
they just sit down and
I know
play
several
away
people
to
like this.
Jesus. Next one is the Gregorian Can't Even. This person can't
Gregorian
take
Can't
any type of
Even.
music
I
other than
can't
Gregorian
even, that
chant
was
in their
great.
mass, and they
Oh
can't
my
even
gosh,
turn
that's
on the radio
beautiful.
in their car and listen
Me!
to their iPod with an
All
endless
over.
stream. Thanks for watching, and comment below if you've thought of any other ones, and I'll make a part 2. In the meantime, check out NewCatholicGeneration.com to see every Catholic teen YouTube channel worldwide. God bless.
Yay. Aw.
I like that one. That one's my favorite of the 3.
I thought that was really funny. It felt like I was watching Mean Girls, but it wasn't mean. It was like, here's a guide to all the Catholics that you'll ever meet.
It's really fun, even though we don't really like putting people into boxes and labels. It's still like you can start to understand them better because they just kind of capture something about them that you just couldn't really put into words until you see it.
I definitely fell into 2 of those categories. Definitely Converty Pants and the Tolkienites. Thanks, Renee, for accurately describing us.
But the part that absolutely made me crack up was where she showed the thing about the people who loved Benedict the 16th, and it said, like, I miss my German Shepherd. I love that.
I think that's another great example of Renee's ability to make a YouTube video that's native to the YouTube format, talking about Catholicism. You've got the fast-paced delivery in there, the memes, but also the really insightful inside jokes for Catholics.
It was awesome. And it's being proven because it's got a lot of views, which I'm so happy for her for, because that was really a well-made video and a very true video.
Once again, Renee just killing it with the comedy and still making like such spot-on points.
So who did you just watch?
That was my friend Renee.
Renee Shume or RebornPure.
I've actually never seen her individual channel before. Not because I was never interested, mainly because I never had the time or I just forgot, unfortunately. Definitely something I might want to check out now.
So how did you first find out about Renee's channel?
Through New Catholic Generation and when I met her here on campus. We may have been introduced once or twice, but then I really found out about her Catholic networking directly through the Students Creative Arts Network.
Might have been Catholic memes, I might have stumbled across it somewhere, but I've seen her a lot on the New Catholic Generation channel, which I love watching.
I think maybe it had gotten posted on different organizations' websites that I'd worked for, and also I've worked for Cleveland Right to Life, and they're good friends with Michael Voris, and I know that Michael and Renee have worked together too, so it might have been through Michael Voris.
All right, so peas and watermelon, carrots, tops, and ice cream, right?
Absolutely.
I found out about Renee's channel when New Catholic Generation actually found me, because I started without knowing that there was anybody else that was out there in the YouTube world, but some people found my channel and they showed it to Renee.
I attended the same college as Renee, but I didn't know that she also did YouTube stuff. We didn't have any classes together until a friend told me about her.
I met Renee because freshman year she was roommates with my best friend. So we would always hang out in her room. Her roommate literally one day was like, "Did you know that Renee is famous?" And I was like, "What the heck?" And then we just found out that Renee was famous and we found her videos and we're like, "She's awesome, this is cool, she's like really big deal." But it was cool because, of course, Renee being so humble, she never really came out and told me. I think my friend just found out as her roommate because Renee would be working on videos like in the room and stuff. Then we approached her and we were like, "You have so many views!" And she was just like, "Yeah," like just being all sweet, and then I basically became her fan club.
So what are your favorite videos or video moments from Renee?
I think this one is my favorite, the one with all the different Catholics. I thought that was really great.
It was in one of the questions that Christians have for other Christians. She answered totally like super vague, but like totally pointing in the direction of like the Catholic Church.
How come there's a church on every block, but for some reason we can't figure out a way to work together?
How about we have a church on a rock that does work together, and that's worldwide, and that even uses the same language for hundreds of years, Latin perhaps? That would be really cool if something like that existed.
Oh, it was just beautiful.
In Catholic problems, they just talked about the different Catholic problems people had. They were like listing like all the prayer requests like in the big book of like at Rosary time. I was like, wow, that is so true.
Her introduction to the liturgy of Eastern Rite Catholics has been something that I've been able to watch and learn a lot about the Eastern Rite, and I know a lot of other people have too.
I think basically in order to say specific ones, since there are so many, I just have to go and look at her channel and be like, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
I have to say, I really love her in the reaction videos. I mean, there's Joe, who usually freaks out at the slightest thing. Then there's me, who freaks out at the slightest thing. And then there's Renee, just like, oh, okay then. That's like probably the best way I can describe her in the reaction videos, how calm and collected she is.
So, as you may know, April 25th is Renee's 21st birthday.
Oh yeah.
21, what? Renee, what happened? It was like yesterday when you messaged my YouTube inbox asking if you could put my channel on the NCG website, and now like 21? What even?
Renee, 21? Thank goodness it's not 22, or else I'd be playing Taylor Swift right now.
Hey, congratulations, you're 21. I think you're the age you would have been booted out of New Catholic Generation under the original rules, so I'm glad you changed them. I mean, I would have been booted out too, so.
Is there anything you'd like to say to her?
Happy birthday, don't get too crazy, and eat lots of chicken.
Welcome to the world of being full adult. It's kind of scary sometimes, but when I turned 21, I was like, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to be that person who's gonna show the world what it means to be a good adult and not contribute to some of the problems that we have. So I have faith in you. Have a great year, and God bless.
Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for everything you've been doing, for both New Catholic Generation, for RebornPure, and for just being able to network with everybody. Listening to you is such a joy. And like I said earlier, like I wouldn't be surprised if you would be one of the faces of our modern day saints, especially in the media and communications sector. So I'm so grateful for the gift of your life 21 years ago, and I'll be praying for you.
I mean, as I'm sure you know, you're the reason that a lot of us came together and the reason a lot of us were inspired to make Catholic YouTube channels in the first place, the reason that this organization, I mean, this New Catholic Generation channel exists now. And that's had an amazing ripple effect on so many different people. We're all glad to know you and we're all very happy for you. Have a wonderful birthday.
Renee, thank you for your witness to Christ and to his church. And I know so many people appreciate what you do, are encouraged by you do, and all I can say is keep it up. You are blessing so many souls. So you'll meet them all in heaven. That's all I can say. So God bless and happy birthday and joy.
I just really hope you don't have any gluten, because I'm always worried about that. And I hope you eat lots of fava beans. And there's a really good gluten-free beer that you definitely need to try. And also, I'm so excited that it's going to be your birthday and that it's a day to celebrate you, because you deserve that, because you are an absolutely incredible woman who is a beautiful witness to the faith and to purity and joy and goodness. And I'm so blessed to be your friend.
I guess I would just want to say thank you, Renee, for everything. You've been such an inspiration to so many people, and you've been a wonderful friend to me and other people, especially since being here on campus. I think I speak for many of us when we say it's hard to imagine what life would be like without you and everything you've done here. So, thank you.